Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dustin Steiner with Esports Max. I'm here after the conclusion of the Fall Classic 2014 with the Fall Classic 2014 champion, Snake Eyez. How are you doing today, Darryl?
I'm feeling pretty well right now.
I mean, obviously just won the tournament. You're going to Capcom Cup. You must be feeling pretty good. Tell me, how does it feel to be kind of in that upper echelon of champions now of the people qualified?
It feels pretty good, man. You know what? One of the things is when you become a player like this, you just want to get better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I still got a little bit of work I want to do.
Right, so the drive has not expired yet. It's all kicking in the high gear now?
Right, yeah.
Right on.
So we're still going.
Good. Still going. Okay, so talk to me about your run through, top 8 there. Who were your toughest opponents, and why do you feel that they gave you trouble?
You know what? To be honest, a lot of my matchups weren't that hard. And I've studied a lot of matchups pretty intricately, but I ran into Sanford pretty early, right out of pools, and I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm in the right mindset to play against Sanford right now. So I ended up being sent to losers by him, and then as I made my way up, I played really good players: 801 Strider, K-Brad, Knuckle Dew, Xian, Smug, and then I finally I had to play, but before Smug, I had to play Sanford again. And, it was the run back. It was the run back, yeah. So I had to take him out. I mean, Sanford's a really good player, but, he's kind of undefeated by me until now. So I had to show him, that I can at least beat him.
Well, you did it twice.
Right.
You beat him to sundown, then, yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah. But so were you worried about Pepe Day? Had he not been kind of gate kept by Knuckle Dew?
You know what? Before that, when we played, the score was pretty close. I lost about 2 matches, and that doesn't really say that he would beat me in the first of 2.
Sure.
Yeah. So I felt like if we played, since I've played him, I would have probably had a good chance of beating him.
Right.
But I did not want to play him, to be honest. Right. Yeah, I didn't want to run into him.
Yeah. So. He looked like he was on fire today. I mean, I'm really surprised that Knuckle Dew was able to beat him, but,
Right. Yeah, the thing is when a player like Pepe Day starts playing matchups that's harder than, Oferte versus Zangief, when he comes back to me, it's that much easier for him. Yeah, so I really didn't want to play him after he got a chance to play those guys.
Yeah, that would have been hard. So, you go to Wednesday night fights every week. You've been dominating there pretty much nonstop since season 3 started. Would you say that it's contributed a lot to your victory here at TFC?
Of course, yeah. That's basically my scene. Yeah, so that's where I get all my practice from. There's tons of good players at Wednesday night fights, man. We don't really have characters like Gin or Sea Viper, really specific characters, but. As far as the general part of the game, you can learn a lot of stuff from Wednesday night fights.
So how did you get into Street Fighter, originally?
I used to play Halo, way back in the day. Well, yeah, way back in the day.
You didn't play Halo way back.
Right. Yeah. And I was actually pretty good in that game, and I was like, you know what? I kind of don't want to play a game where you have to kind of rely on teammates to win. Right. So I was like, I'm gonna pick up Street Fighter. Since you play by yourself, the outcome of the match depends on how you play, by just you.
Right.
And so I picked up Hyper Fighting. Yeah, that was on Xbox Live.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just such a bad game. So laggy. I couldn't really you couldn't really learn anything from playing that game since the netcode wasn't all so great.
Right.
But then HD Remix came out. And the netcode was almost flawless, and that gave me a chance to actually. It almost felt like offline. It gave me a chance to just play around with people's reactions and just see what they do something and see what they want to do and just start discovering new things.
Sure.
So then I won that at Evo 2010, and then I converted and I made a conversion into Street Fighter 4.
Right.
And I was so bad when I first started. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how I got into Street Fighter 4.
Great. Question about your play style. Like, now, have you ever fought against someone that's like, tried to condition you into doing certain things? Like, how do you fight that?
So if somebody's doing something that I don't know about, like if they're like if somebody knocks me down, then they dash up to me. Well, not only are they like heavily in risk, but I have a lot of options, and sometimes you have to feel what the other player is going to do. But if you don't, like, if I don't know what they're going to do, I'll just back up. I'll just back away, And the thing, you don't always have to be doing stuff on the screen. You can just, sit back and avoid the situation.
Right.
And then after that, if you're put in a really bad situation, you just minimize the damage done to you. So if you don't know what's going to be done to you, well, I wouldn't recommend this for everybody, but for me personally, when I don't know what's going to happen, I'll avoid or make sure I take the least amount of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's a really good strategy if you don't know what's going to happen. But most of the time, I know what's going to happen. So.
Oh, there you go. That's probably the best way. If you're prepared for the matchup, then you're set to go. All right. So, okay. So looking forward to Capcom Cup.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, so who are you most like? Who don't you want to fight? Like opening round, for example.
Okay. So basically, I know that Bonchan is going, right? Yeah.
He's got enough points.
Yeah. I don't think I want to play him. Who else? You know what? Me and Luffy's matches are at Shadowloo 2013, or 2013. He came back on me after I had the life lead last match, and it was just a disgusting loss. That's how I felt. Then he came back on me again at Evo. So I would say I wouldn't want to fight him, but if I can just hold the life lead somehow or just close the match out,
right.
I wouldn't mind fighting him, but out of everybody else, those are the two characters I wouldn't really want to fight.
Why do you have so much trouble closing out matches against Luffy?
I think it's just the variety of Rose's tools. Like, she's not so great at the things she do, but the problem is she does too many things. Yeah, so that's a big problem for Zangief because when they switch it up, you have to adapt on the fly.
Right.
Yeah, and it's 2 out of 3, so you don't really have too many times to discover what's going on.
Right on. Oh, they haven't really announced if it's 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5 for Capcom Cup, like at the end.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
At the end of it.
Yeah, like at the actual tournament. So hopefully it's 3 out of 5 for everything. I mean, that would be good.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's kind of beneficial sometimes for a match to be 2 out of 3 for Zangief. Yeah. But in some other matchups, if I mess up or if I'm if I'm feeling a certain type of way and I start playing kind of stupid, then I would rather it be 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, right on. I don't know. I don't really have too much more for you, but do you have any closing words or shout outs to the community before I let you go and enjoy that prize money?
Oh, yeah,
and that nice plaque there. That's pretty good. Hold it up to the camera there.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a nice plaque. I mean, it's no CEO belt, but it's a nice plaque.
Yeah, what is this, mahogany?
It's mahogany.
I don't know.
Mahogany. Anyway, all right, go ahead. What's up? Shout outs?
Oh, shout outs to mainly Twitch for flying me out. I really appreciate that. They put me in executive floor. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so
we're up there too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable up there. Shout outs to all of my Wednesday Night Fights buddies. They probably feel like I hate them, but I really don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they've said you're a little quiet. You're like an enigma.
Right. I'm a listener. I'm not really too much of a talker. I'm mainly a listener. So most of the time when people talk, I'll just whatever. Yeah. Right. But shout outs to Super Arcade. Shout outs to everybody.
All right, great. Well, shout outs to everybody. Thank you for the interview so much, and hopefully, enjoy your prize money and the trip to Capcom Cup. We will see you there. We'll be there covering it.
All right, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. And so just check out esportsmax.com for the rest of our Fall Classic 2014 coverage, including top 8 recap, plenty of interviews with other people, including Spooky. We got an interview with Dominion that went live yesterday. We got an interview with Sanford, Knuckle-Dew. So, we got plenty of interviews coming in. Tampa Bison's going to be doing a blog on his experience here. So, there's going to be plenty of stuff going on. Just follow us on Twitter at eSportsMax. Follow me at GetSteinerd. You can follow Snake Eyez at snake_eyes with a Z at the end, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
And an underscore.
Underscore. Okay. I'm pretty good at remembering Twitter handles, but, I can't remember them all.
I'm going to have to change that one day.
Okay. All right, you're going to throw me off.
No, sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, man. All right. So, like I said, check out esportsmax.com for the rest of our coverage. Thank you.